Okay, I should be live back on Twitch and I'm recording too. Let's see what corner I need to put this thing in. It's going to block my recording. So I'm going to move that. Where that's at. How we can get that. That's the stream and stuff. I think to move the notification thing. Oh, I don't remember how to move it. Okay. I think I'll do a little bit of Micheal today since it's Thanksgiving. Let me make sure I do have a mic. I do have a mic. I heard myself. We'll do a little bit. We'll let Micheal have some Thanksgiving. I might do some Christine later. Let's see. Choose character. Let's make sure we're Micheal. We'll let Micheal have some Thanksgiving. Maybe get out there and carve up some Thanksgiving turkey. Or some Thanksgiving ham. I'm just being sarcastic. Mr. Cowboy Micheal. I'll put some different clothes on him. Let's see, which one is him? There he is. Okay. Yeah! Now we're going into another day in the life of Micheal post-Halloween. You know, he's going to be mentioned on the current album I've recorded. He's actually got a song on there. I put some kind of noise in that thing when I was recording the music. I wish I hadn't put it. It's sort of like a ambient sound or something. It was a background, and I got it a little too high. You can hear it when it's in the car stereo, but I left it alone anyway. Cause I sort of like how the vocals went and stuff. I could probably keep the vocals but I don't even remember if I even got the mix, without the music. I believe I just got an archive of the recording that I made off of it. Because this album I'm using, you go in there and, you can record your own sounds or you can use their box sounds. And I use the box sounds. But I did the best I could with what I had to do. If I can ever learn how to play instruments, though, you can put your own instruments in that thing. You can use your own instruments just like you use their box sounds. But overall, I'm happy with the album, even though I did use box sounds. And we are Micheal right now. And I will have to go into a closed feed because I'm not going to probably stay on here long when it's been late and it's been Thanksgiving. He'll get killed a gazillion times. Oh no, I don't want to leave the session. Find a new session. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We'll just go on a solo mission for now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Eyes are dry. I must find my eye drops that's run through. Happy Thanksgiving! And now we're going to go some Micheal Thanksgiving. I'll have a stream of this plus an archive. Let's go over here and get him some new clothes. We're going to keep his cowboy hat on. We're just going to give him some new clothes. Where's pants? Has he got any pants? He got any pants? Is he going to have to wear them same pants? Oh, I see. Oh, we won't put those on him. Put some jeans on him. There we go. What kind of shirts he has? There we go.
You don't know me, but I know you. Quite a file, quite a story. So let me get right to the point. I work for an organization. I won't say which, but you can guess. Now, I can't tell you much as long as you're still just a civilian. But I can tell you this. It's hot as hell outside. The gas prices are through the roof. Well, we can't change the weather, but maybe we can do something about the price of the
That was the hardest trouble.
You think you know what's behind it? Well, the correct answer is no, you don't.
Shut up. There we go. Finally got him in. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I think Snoop put that on his album. Ain't nobody got time. There we go. Yeah, he looks like he needs a bath. Is that hair on his back or is that a nasty back? I can't tell. Maybe we need to get him a new tattoo. I got a new tattoo! There's a song on the Spaghetti Instance, I believe, called New Tattoo. You wanna fight with me? Don't fight with me, cause the bad to the bad to the bad side, the bad side of me. Don't fuck with the bad side of me. Stay away from the bad side of me. Don't fuck with it. I think I'm gonna get him a new tattoo today for Thanksgiving. I think Duff McKagan sung that song. Oh, I've got one of them songs off my album. It kind of, actually, this album has a whole bunch of like you can hear a lot of my many inspirations. Like I got this one song that morphs from it has a scratchy Axl Rose vocal in the background, but then it has a Danzig vocal to it. And I got a song that sounds like it's bouncing between something like Alice in Chains and then Duff McKagan, and then it goes to a Judas Priest-like vocal. It's a weird album. And I got several songs, including the Micheal one, that's sort of done similar to a band. What was that? They were in the 80s. They sung Fascination. What was that? I got first track, which was sort of a Nirvana type song. It was made out of a grunge settings, but the vocal sort of starts out real low, but then it goes to a Talking Heads vocal. Kind of sound. Indeed, you can go to listen to the 1979 Talking Heads albums, and it kind of sounds like a vocal off that. So this album has a very much mixture of styles. It's kind of popish at times, and it's got that real hard song, which is Mission to Mars. To part 2. I don't tell you its new title. You'll find the new title when it's got a title. We're just not giving it out. It's a whole different chapter to the Mission to Mars. And thinking about redoing doing a whole new track for the last track. I had some other songs I didn't take. I'm thinking about one song. It's okay, but I don't think it fits this album. I may hold it for another album. Now, of course, I've got the 2 acoustic songs, which I said the other day at Elf's Politics, it sort of does, because the album's the first one. But it's going to have that one little acoustic song that is semi-political. Most of it ain't full of politics. It's mostly broken relationships or a relationship. Then, of course, Micheal. And Micheal, he's stalking Christine. The girl kind of looked like Christine. She just got short hair. Now we're going to find him a tattoo shop. You want to fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. Better sit to the bad side of me. Don't fuck with the bad side. Stay away from the bad side. Don't fuck. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing out. I mean, it's probably one of the best recordings that I've done so far. I wouldn't put it up with par with some great albums, because it's been made cheap. I mean, as cheap as you can make it. But I've done pretty good for me. It's up there better than anything I've ever done. I'm happy with it. I've sat and listened. The only song I'm not happy with is that last song. So I decided I may record another track before I completely finish. Go through, get my folder, get out some of my other songs, and record one of them. Let's see, wonder where the tattoo place is at. What's that? Open.
Hey!
Close.
Sometimes I need a good laugh, so I go to the side and see some stand-up.
Fuck you. So I've got a bunch of mixtures of different styles on this thing. I was wanting it to be a grunge album, but at times it's too poppy for grunge. Like it has an 80s feel to it and a 90s feel to it. Now the one song that morphs from Duff McKagan, it's kind of grungy. It's a grunge track. But it has a vocal on it, and there's a part where I sort of sound like Duff, and I don't really do that. It's just how it turned out. You know his punk music like Attitude, some fucking attitude. Well, he did New Rose too, and then he did his own albums. So at times it kind of wavers between Duff McKagan, and starts out with a real grungy deep voice, and then it goes to a McKagan voice, and then it goes to the Judas Priest voice. So that's a very unique song. It's got 3 different styles in it. You know, that punk basically is good with the grunge, because punk and grunge is kind of the same. Grunge is just a grungier punk. Yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of my influences on this album, not just one particular style. Of course, I've always sort of been. This one's really diverse in the songs, like it has different vocal styles in the songs. I mean, one time I'm singing a vocal like one band, and the next I switch to another. So you can sort of hear my inspirations, and you hear that little bit of flavor that I've added to myself. So I'm kind of like a mixture of all of my influences with me in them, which is great. That's how it should be. That's really how artists should be. You never should be trying to just copy anybody. It's very influential. I mean, it's got my influences in everything. You can hear just a little bit of everything I listen to. Maybe country. There may not be no country in this one. But the only one I've ever really did a country on was basically Breaking the Insanity Box. I did the Tied to the Fence Post, looking at the green grass on the other side. I got some guy, he helped me do that one. He did the music, whatever his name was. Boy, his name. What was his name? He had albums out there himself on CD Baby. He would help musicians with very cheap demos. He did 2 songs to me, actually. He did the Welcome to the New America too. But I didn't like how it turned out as much, so I did something to the music. I manipulated it. In other words, it's still the song, I just manipulated it. Got that ba sound to it. I manipulated the sound. I couldn't sing with it was the problem. That was my problem. I had to fix it where I could sing with it. I just kept manipulating it with the Windows programs and Audacity till I had something that I could sing with. I don't know if that old guy's still around or not. I need to look him up. He was kind of older.
Your car's great.
We pay the town next week. Payday.
See, these days I just build my own beats. Back in the day I used to pay for demos and things. Of course I saved up for them and stuff. I don't have money to save up anymore. Everything goes to my freaking credit cards. So I pretty much just had to build. I should have been doing that from the very beginning. I didn't know how to build me beats and stuff. I just had to learn how to do that. Indeed, my first one, you can sort of tell it's crummy. The first one is EOH. Listen to that hi-hat or whatever it is on that. It's very bad. That's the first beat I built. Bam, 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 bam. I don't even know where the tattoo shop's at. What do they want from us now? Pyramid. I can't think of my lyrics. I'm kind of tired. That was the first beat I ever made. What do they want from me now? I hear them calling my name. I see a river up. Oh, by the way, about that song, I'm going to tell y'all something. The lyrics are, with the exception of a few add-ins, it's complete backmask. I kid you not, I listen to TV interviews, politicians, songs, my songs. The Dead They Walk come from my own song, I believe it was UFOs in the Sky. I just went through and just listened to a bunch of backmask stuff, and I interpreted it. And as you know, backmask is interpretations. That's how I created that song. Its whole entire lyrics was made out of it. I listened to hours, days, going through interviews, turning them back, turning George Bush backwards, turning Obama backwards, turning people backwards. And I'd write down whatever my ears would hear. And that became the lyrics to EOH 2012. It's completely written off backmasked lyrics. Words. Backmasked words. And then I ad-lib some stuff in there to make it sound right. Some of it you can still see that it was backmasked. Like the eyes being foggy. That don't really sound right when you think about it. I left it in there. Boy, where's that tattoo shop? I know there's one around somewhere. Oh, there is one somewhere around here. Or somewhere around that shop, wherever it's at. Bullets. Where you buy the bullets. Yeah, hours and hours and days of listening to backmask stuff, and that's what I came up with, those lyrics. And I added a few things here and there to it. It was an interesting way to write a song, that's for sure. And I wasn't even sure what I was going to get when I was doing it. It kind of just formed as it was going along. And because I was listening to Tex Mars about Eye of Horus at that time or something, he was talking about the Horus. So that's the reason I wrote that title down. It wasn't really, that was inspired by Tex Mars, the title. Because he was doing some Horus back then, or the Horus. So it wasn't really about Eye of Horus. That song wasn't really, in other words, that wasn't really what it was about. That was just the title I put down on it. The song, I don't know what it was about, because like I said, it was all backmasked, hours and hours of listening to backmasked stuff. Whether it be interviews, my own songs. I listened to several of my songs backwards. You know, sort of like the Beatles. Beatles did something similar to that, but they didn't, I don't think they did it with the lyrics. It was the music. And it's a song called Paperback Writer and Rain. Rain was always my favorite. Out of the two. Paperback Writer. Well, I like the rain. When the rain comes, they completely turn the music. I even did that with the, not exactly like they did it. But, you know, I'm really missing you, baby, and I don't want you anymore. The guy that I had cut my demos, I told him, I said, I could sit and turn this backwards like the Beatles if I wanted to. But what I want you to do is I want you to go back and play it backwards. In other words, actually play it with the instruments. That's what he did. He recorded it and he sent it back to me. I didn't want to just turn it backwards. I did turn it backwards and let him listen to it. But I said, what I want you to do is I want you to play what you're hearing backwards. And he sort of did a good job. I mean, it wasn't exactly, but it made its own song, and it was interesting. Because it sort of made a brand new song out of just backmasking the word, the music. But then I decided to go a little further with that backmasking thing and do a song of lyrics backmasking. And I'm just telling you, I just listened to hours of TV. I'd put them in Audacity. I'd download them, strip them their audio, put them backwards, and just listen to it. And I'd sit down and write whatever would come to me. Whatever my ears thought I was hearing. Now, you know, that's all open to interpretation. And it was Obama speeches. It was George W. Bush speeches. It was George Bush 1 speeches. It was Bill Clinton speeches. It was my own music. And I just put on whatever I got out of it and I thought I was hearing. Like I just listened. Sometimes you just hear nothing but jabber, but every once in a while something would stick out. And when it'd stick out, I just write it down on a notepad. And that's what become EOH. As you notice, it kind of sounds defragmented or something, fragmented. That's the reason. What do they want from me now? I hear them calling my name. I see a river up ahead. It's completely fragmented. That's the reason it's fragmented. Top of a pyramid. That part I just added in there. And that was probably Tex Mars inspired that too, because he was. What I was watching him back then when I was doing this, I was watching this documentary he was doing on pyramids, and on Eye of Horus, all this other stuff he was talking about back then. So I kind of just put that in there about the pyramids. I didn't find that backwards. It's one of the ad-lib words. But it was a genuine song. I mean, it was a unique way to write songs. It took forever. I wouldn't recommend. I probably wouldn't never do it again because it took me a long time to write that. We're talking about hours, a whole week, 2 weeks or something. Hours just listening to backmass jump. Then I put down the title from Tex Mars and the pyramid. Tex Mars. So Tex inspired the pyramid and the title. Top of a pyramid, standing tall, and the dead they walk to the pyramid. Eye shines down on them. The apple that shines down on the mall. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's the most unique song I ever wrote in my life. You see, there ain't no book on writing songs. They can shove that crap. You write whatever makes you inspired. They also want textbook on the recording and stuff. That is one thing I like about using the AI master. Even though it's not as good as a human ear, the AI, he don't argue with you. You stick it in there and he masters it. Where if you deal with those humans, they're always writing you back. You can't mix songs like this. You shouldn't mix songs like this. They would have given me educations on mixing. But yet now one time the Sony guy that had got fired from Sony, he wrote me and he told me, man, I love your stuff. And I wrote him back and said, well, the masters don't ever like it. But you know, I heard another dude say this. And he's a big guy. He's an old dude. He was from the 60s. He done Brown Eyed Girl. He said they'd always argue with him too. They'd tell him, you can't record like that today. But what I did was I used the 60s style on those songs. I would mix some songs in one speaker and one songs in the other. Part of the vocals on the other speaker. They'd always write me back telling me, you can't do this. You can't do this. And I said, fuck that, I did it anyway. Of course, I did stop doing it. I was kind of conformed. Even I was going to say, and I was saying I was going to bring that back on this recording, and I ended up not doing it. Not because of deliberate, I didn't want to take the time to do that. Because that takes time. Well, I take that back. One song I did do it. I did it on one song. I'd done it while I was mixing it. I took two vocals, mixed them, and put them on either a left or right channel. I can't remember which one. I didn't do it like I did in the old days. But the AI master, he don't complain. If you get it too loud, he'll complain. Or she, whatever it is. It doesn't have a sex, you know. It could be a he or a she. Maybe we'll call her a she. If I was dealing with AI, they'd be she's. Because I'd feel better having a woman. But just saying. Don't know me, I usually I've yet to find the damn tattoo shop. You know what, I'm just going to pull him over. I'm going to waste my night. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull him over. We're going to call the taxi. We're going to get him a new tattoo. You want to fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. Bad side of me. Don't fuck with the bad side of me. Stay away from the bad side of me. Don't fuck with the bad side. I'd probably never actually do another Backmask song again like that, because I'm telling you, it took hours. It took hours and days, and I can't even tell you how long or how many days I spent on it. It was a long time. I just got the idea. I thought of what the Beatles done, and I'd already done it before, and I thought, well, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it a different way. So I did it with lyrics.
A cab should be with you very soon.
And it kind of just all fell in place. Like when I was finishing it, I happened to be watching a documentary with Tex Mars. He was talking about pyramids and high forests and all this other stuff. And that was how that came up. So it just kind of all just fell in. Does he leave? What did he leave for? He had money. Is he just up the road? Don't fuck with the bad side of me. Stay away from the bad side of me. Don't fuck. Well, where the hell did he go? Why did he leave? He had money. I'll have to call him again, damn it. Oh, there he is. I see. What the hell? Fucking bastard.
Oh my god! Oh fucking shit!
Where to exactly?
Tattoo.
All right, I'll get you there. If you tip, my food gets heavier.
Don't fuck with bad side me. Stay away from the bad side me. Don't fuck with bad side. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting it out. I might say fuck that and release it before me. We'll see. It depends on how fast I get everything taken care of. What I do is I listen to it once and I waited a few hours. I listened to it again. And I pulled it up yesterday and listened to it. I pulled it up today and listened to it. But today and yesterday I wasn't satisfied with that last song. So I'm gonna give the last song one more try. Just one more try. I'll give it one more try. That's George Michael. And we'll see. If not, I'll record one of my others. They tore the door off that thing. Look at that. They tore the door off that thing. That's funny.
Here you go. Have a good one.
Oh, he's gonna get him a new tattoo, y'all.
Greetings. We don't pierce taints. I do mad ill custom work. Yep, looks good. Looks good. Later.
She got him a naughty Christine tattoo. I'll represent her. Now he's gonna get him a new car. Boy, they're just out to hit him today. They just don't realize they're messing with a killer. Decided to do some Christine. Run over a man. Just because he got mad. Today's Thanksgiving, man. Don't be killing on Thanksgiving. It's a day of thanks to God. Didn't have no money on it. Puppy cry, puppy cry, puppy cry, puppy cry. You wanna fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. The ambulance! Damn it, it's gonna get away because that damn low truck. You got a chance to get the ambulance. Damn it, it's getting away!
What the hell?
He's got it. Michael's got the ambulance.
You idiot dickhead!
I don't know how many times he stowed that in October. He stowed it alive. You know, that would have been funny. That would have been a funny scene for the actual Michael Myers. Imagine him actually. Okay, there's an ambulance. He comes up on the drivers and he kills them. Then he steals the ambulance. Then he stole. Well, he did. He did sort of do that. He tore the door off. Was it 4? I mean, he was in the back of the ambulance or something like that. Tipped over or something. Maybe I'm thinking of what's his name? Rob Zombie's. Damn a stud. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Get away from this fucking ambulance.
That's my part! Go do one! I can't believe I'm doing this. Whoa! Eat it, asshole!
Now this one blocks his ambulance off. There we go. He wanted that ambulance, damn it.
Oh no!
Already hungry, damn it. Oh, what time it is. He's busted the windows out of the freaking ambulance. He's pulling a Christine now. He has a thing about stealing ambulances. By the way, you don't do this stupid stuff in life. People are doing stupid, crazy things. The other day they had a shootout down in Atlanta with some idiot near Atlanta. He was having a shootout with a sheriff's deputy. Video games is okay, but when you start doing it in real life, you're a low life. I mean, these are criminals in this video game, so. Well, I guess if they're real life criminals, I guess they're already criminals anyway. So, but still. You don't do this in real life. This would be sort of like a bad movie. Bad TV is JCBW television. JCBW TV. This is a continuing saga between Michael, Christine, Jeff, sometimes Trent. Trent was in the old PS4 version. And I can still get to it on the PS4. I can get to it on the PS4. Trent and Wendy was in that. He's stuck. He looks like Tim McGraw. Fixed it. He looks like he's Michael disguised as Tim McGraw. He kind of looks like Tim McGraw, the cowboy hat. Y'all notice that? His body's kind of shaped like Tim McGraw too. He kind of looks like Tim McGraw. I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa, I've been one of a kind. I'm an Indian outlaw.
Hey, better chill. I got get the fuck.
Gonna get the police car. And he didn't get far. Cause he's one of a kind. I'm an Indian outlaw. Well, he got his tattoo, so I think I'm gonna sign off. I'll see y'all later. Happy Thanksgiving. Indian outlaw. Oh yeah, the mouth moves. So let's do this. I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa, she's one of a kind. You don't know him though.
No
Let's try to get him
way.
home. Let's try to get him home. He came home. He stole the day worker truck. Fuck you, bitches. He stole the day worker truck. Remember, he was never Michael Myers. He was just inspired by Michael. Damn, I didn't want to hit nobody, so I would get the police on him. Trying to get him home. Am I going away from the city? I'm going away from the city. I need to go back towards the city. Okay, let's see. Now how do I get him home? I'm an Indian outlaw. At your... I went skydiving. You went kill thrilling. You went woman stalking. Oh, we're close to home. Let's see. Is that his home? Let me look around here. He may be about home.
Hey, what's happening, Joe?
Let me drive on up here and see if the UFO is. Because he's with the UFO. He might be on a street close to. Is that his house? Is that his house? Let me check and see. It's not, he can come back. Yeah, that's his home. Well, what do you know? I found home. I went woman chasing. That ain't home, is it? Is it back of home? Is it the back light? Let's run around and see. Maybe it just looks like it. That ain't home, is it? I think it just looks like it. Oh, his truck's there.
Where do you wander off to?
But I don't think this is home. Let's go up here and see.
You didn't listen to a word I said. Look, just meet
That ain't
me
home.
at the hotel, okay?
'Cause he has some steps that goes right to his door.
Well, how hard could it be? You got money, right? Knock your happy ass into a taxi cab.
Nah, it just looks like his home. If it is, it's the back light. Well, let's just go back. We're going.
Oh my goodness!
My God! You idiot! Who the hell do you think you are?
I gotta get a pick of that.
You just don't know who you're messing with, buddy.
That wasn't cheap, you know.
He's trying to just go home, dumbass. Let's take your.
Oh, just like my car and stuff, okay? Fight me, man. Your mother should have swallowed.
Your mother should have swallowed.
Jesus.
I've been a lot worse lately, and I should say it because I kind of don't support it.
Oh my god. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Hernandez.
Hey there, sweetheart.
I've been screaming at your mother should have had an abortion.
What are you talking about?
I don't really support abortion, though. It's just an insult.
Did you just grab
Okay, here is home. Yeah, it was his back lot. He could have walked. If I get really mad, I scream it at him. Your mother should have had an abortion.
Fuck you, putito.
It would be sort of like that line out of the Ben a Sun song. You ever notice how it's like, she should have fallen down the stairs.
Cock sucking.
He found home. And the night he came home. Is that home?
Hey, what's up, my
Oh, if I got the right house.
What do you want, Brad?
Oh, this is it, I think. May have to go down the street. Hey, that's it. I'm just going to leave the car in the street. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see y'all later. I shouldn't really throw that up, though. It's bad. I don't support it. I have used it as an insult before, though. How are we going to put him in some bed clothes? Now he don't look like Tim McGraw. He looks like a rock star now. Like a Beatle, like John Lennon. Kind of looks like John Lennon now, you know, like when he started out. Before he grew the beard. He sort of left his hair alone. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Had fun. I had fun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Okay. 333. 333. Mr. Pantera. Mr. Dimebag Darrell. And Vinnie Paul. You know, he saw that 333 just like I did after I went to that club. He always seen it. He'd see it when he'd record and stuff. I do that too, by the way. If I'm working on songs and it's the 3 o'clock, I'll look up and there will be the 333. Day or night.